Hello. No discounts. Huh. $6.50 I don't think we're actually gonna go all the way down that way. P293, nice, that's what I wanted. How's everyone doing today? Hold on, let's see what's going on. What's going on? Okay, today we're trying the microphone, the wireless mics. So, the box seems to be functioning. What's up, Artie? We scooting? Not too shabby. Yeah, we are scooting. We're gonna try to scoot a little bit. Problem is, I'm gonna probably get somewhat lost. So, what's supposed to be 40 minutes is probably gonna take like I said, I think we're gonna scoot for like 20 minutes, and it's gonna get us a lot closer than. Because I wanted to test the mic under different circumstances, or test the setup under different circumstances. Pray to the scooter gods that we don't lose our phone like we did last time. Okay. If I remember correctly, we always go up this way. But they might have us go left. Let's see. Let's see what the map has us doing. We have all of our goods. Ba-doom. Sure enough, it is indeed an up and over, eh? Oh, what's going on there? Okay. I think we'll probably need to up the camera a bit. I think the camera's probably pointing a bit down now. Oh, gross. They have us going up this hill. That's a yikes. But actually, it probably checks out. Dude, this sucks. I think we have to walk up this hill, actually. Oh, don't do it to me. I would need to probably walk up this hill. Or we reroute. Dude, yeah, this is not gonna happen. Come on, dude. You can actually hear the gears turning. It's such a steep hill. I forget that it sometimes roots us up this way. This whole place is just built on steep hills. Unfortunately, we would have had to push the scooter up anyway. I won't be looking at my phone very much, just a heads up. Unless we hit a stoplight, like right now. Oof. It says let's take a right before the main intersection. Oh, you know what? It has. I bet it has to take a right. Yeah. Maybe not. Where does it have us take a right at? It has us take a right before. And it's gonna have us take a left later? Right, left? Oof. One, two, three, four. Bicycle Tomare, that's us. We're not bicycle, but we follow pretty much the same rules as bicycles do, except we can't ride on the sidewalks under any circumstances. Is this someone's one house? Is that a company? No signs anywhere? Oh. This is Honestly, I think we probably could have just tried the big light. same thing is gonna happen here, actually. It's just gonna have us go up here and take a left. Hits it drunk, scoot safe. I'll try my best. Yeah, I don't know why it had us going that way. Okay, so we gotta take, whenever you ride a scooter, you're supposed to go straight and then right. Or a bicycle too. Bicycle's supposed to be the same. It sucks, you're gonna have to go up. There's a couple of hills we're gonna have to go up this way. And that's less than ideal. But things were solved. Yeah, I think it's a cable situation. We'll find out today. Like I said, for a long time I thought, and I mean, it just being underpowered makes a lot of sense. But that all of that should be resolved. We're gonna see though, because I think sometimes the mic, the Bluetooth aspect kind of messes with some stuff sometimes. I want to take a left up here? Yeah, that's pretty dumb. We're gonna stay on this road for a while. They want me to like take a left, take a right, take a right. I'm like, you're adding extra steps to possibly avoid traffic, maybe, but I don't mind being on a busy busy street. Come on, taxi driver, don't make me honk at you. I feel like we were not going very fast. Am I not supposed to drive a scooter on this? We're Gucci gang. Interesting. Oof. Big bump. What's up, brother? Hey, everybody. Morning. Hold on. We're scooting, so I'll catch up to everyone in just a second. I think that was Raul I saw, though. I'm also extra nervous because this cop has been... I mean, he's not following us, but... he's been parallel with us for the last few minutes. Pull up my mask, pull up my camouflage. That bus is getting close. What is going on here?
We've been, knock on wood, we've been getting really lucky with the green lights. What's up, Desoler? Where's the destination? I don't know. I'm heading kind of toward Akiba. I want to see if they have any iPhone 15s in stock. But also, I don't know, my SIM card for this phone is like 5 years old, and I don't know if SIM cards have gotten any better the last I mean, I assume they have, but I don't want to have to deal with all that bullshit right now. Hopefully it's not final though. Yeah, me too. Of all the way, I think I'd rather get hit walking on my feet than get hit on a scooter. Because at least if I get a hit while I'm walking, there's a chance I could like tuck and roll over the car depending on how tall it is. If I get hit on a scooter, I'm probably getting just thrown forward. I'm gonna get road rash everywhere that's not covered. And road rash doesn't seem too fun. Come on. I forget we're in all the government buildings here. I always forget. You mean you don't want to be a meat crayon? I'd rather not. This looks absolutely absurd. Greetings, what's up, Zazao Crow? Sorry if I mispronounced your name. I'm only checking, right now I'm only checking chat whenever I stop. Meat crayon sounds gross. Meat crayon does sound pretty gross. That's pretty much what sausages are, no? Meat wrapped up in paper, wax paper. Okay, we take a right up here. Do we have to take a right here, or is this more... Oh, I know why they have us take a right here. They have us take a right here because... Oh, but we can't take a right here. Fuck. At least I don't think we can. Can we really take a right? Right before... I guess we can. Okay. I remember now. Okay. Cool. Tons of government cars. Yes. Take the first left. Geimshow over here. Geimshow's to the right. We had a lot of speed going down those hills. Honestly, no, we're gonna go straight. Scooter stream, a little bit. What's up, Vivid? I don't think sausage is encased in wax. No, I meant the paper part. The wax is the crayon, the paper is the... It's wrapped with something, is what I was kind of getting. The joke didn't land, but it... Some people could have maybe kind of possibly seen where I was going with it. It's okay. I'm not a comedian. But I talked to Lyle, said something about coming back to Japan to do a stand-up set as Lyle, not as Therapy Gecko. And I jokingly said I would work on my on my stand-up skills to open for him. He's looking good though. I talked to him, yeah, what, 2 days ago, a day and a half ago? Looking very good, looking nice. Is that Hibiya Park? It is Hibiya Park, isn't it? I like Hibiya Park. Oh, Hibiya Park, you know what? Actually, let's find a place to park. I think Hibiya Park right now has a... we might be able to do it on the way back. Hibiya Park right now has a... tons of broadcasters. What's going on? So many broadcasters. Huh? And political vans? A lot of political vans? Huh. I saw like 4 political vans and like 4 broadcaster vans. We'll have to circle back for Hibiya Park. Because I don't think right now around these government buildings there's tons of loop parking. But if there's some on this, there might be some on this side. I'll need to sit down and find out. What is today? Today's not... Today's the 1st of the month? It is the Imperial Palace. There might be some over to the right of us, actually, now that I think about it. But I think we're kind of cooked here for the time being. Stuck in place. Okay. Actually, if we can get right, there's tons of... Does that not go straight? That's got to go straight. Made a Final Destination joke, he did. But actually, I think there's only 2 exhibits at that art thing that I saw the other day. Like a hand and then a body. I guess you could probably walk from Otemachi. Yeah, let's do that. Oh shit. Get over fast. I don't know if we're supposed to have crossed that way. That's a weird way to cross over. It puts us in the middle, but as pedestrians or as bicyclers, we have to be on the left. That feels like a little bit unsafe. Right? Am I right in thinking that? Big old tour group. The guy is who texted, this guy is local. Ooh, that was me hitting the curb. Actually, we may inadvertently just be stuck on this road. I forgot that this road is not very conducive to getting over. funny how you can like, cause some tourists wear like a lot of cologne or perfume and things like that. So when you drive by, you get whiffs of like certain cologne or perfume scents. Turn right here. This is not gonna happen. We're gonna have to walk across, walk.
Honestly, how do we even get there? Garlic Parmesan crust? Absolutely. I can smell the tourist? No.
I can smell the cologne and or perfume. Because almost all Japanese people I've run into don't really wear strong odors or like strong scents. Unless you count salarymen drinking cup ozeki and fish jerky in the train. That might count, maybe, but that's gonna get cut out of context. If someone's gonna mention it out of context, and then people are gonna be like, but you're also a tourist type of thing. Shh. I think we want to take a left here, if I remember correctly. Not gonna check till we get through the light. Dangerously close. Oh, can I shoot the gap? Yes, I can shoot the gap. Nice. Also, we're probably gonna have home streams the next couple of days after today. I wanted to test all the cables and stuff one more time today. Test the battery, get a solid 3-4 hour stream, see how the battery handles. And then the next couple days, it's probably just going to be at home. Double checking maps, double checking routes. And then because I have to do a lot of stuff off stream, like get a new phone, which regardless of where I get it, unless I order it online, but then I'm like, I do need to look, because if a new SIM card can get me like better signal, like I don't know if my SIM card from like 5.5 years ago is giving me 5G all the time like it should. Because I don't think it does. I don't think this phone even gets 5G at all. Or I mean, it probably does, but when I got the SIM card, I don't think 5G SIM cards were a thing. Okay, brother. Oh. Dead stop? Don't tell me the battery's dead. Did we make a scooter battery die? There's no way. That would actually be, it's only been like 35 minutes on this thing. That said, we didn't get it at 100% capacity or 100% battery capacity, so. Okay, hold on, I gotta look at the map real quick because we do have to turn pretty close. What age did I first move to Japan? I was 22. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 rights. I was 22 years old. I was about to turn 23. I moved about 2 weeks before my 23rd birthday. Oh, this battery's toast. Come on, baby, you got like a couple 100 meters left. I don't want to have to walk you there. You can get me to the finish line. Okay, so was that 1? We have 4 more. 1, 2, up here. Two, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we're gonna want to turn up here at this big one. Oh yeah, this battery's donezo. This battery is donezo. Do we even go that way? Is that a one-way? That looks like a one-way. Say Jitensha. Okay, we could do it that way. Or we go this way too. Walk across and go up. Straight out of college? Not straight out of college. I graduated college when I was 21. Well, I guess technically I graduated college when I was 22. I graduated like May 5th or something. So I just turned 22. I worked for a year at home, or like in my hometown. And I did live shows, I did all that. So I kept doing it because I liked the money, and the money wasn't great, but it was good enough for me to, because I was out of town all the time anyway. So I just did it with mom. And you know, I was out of town like 3-4 nights a week. And so I thought, why have a place to rent if I can just like, you know, crash here. But I didn't study Japanese in college. I didn't study language. I've never actually studied the language, if I'm being honest. Oh, come on, dude. Come on, come on, come on. Yeah, this scooter's donezo. for real. This is the tightest parking for loop I've seen maybe ever. That's because the bike person screwed it up for us. Some big moves at that age. Yeah, I guess so. I didn't have any money really either, but I had to get out of Oklahoma. Or I thought I had to get out of Oklahoma. I was, again, there was some job stuff that was going on, girl stuff that was going on. And not really, that's not fair to say the girl stuff's not going on. I liked a girl who didn't like me, which happens. But I was pretty, like, that combined with the job thing made me pretty sad boy hours. So I was like, all right, I want to go somewhere where nobody knows who I am. Start from new, start from scratch. Here we are, 9 years later. 9 years and 9 years, what? 9 years, 1 month, and 2 weeks ish, give or take a day. Teimomi ramen, huh? This means hand kneaded ramen. Notice how it doesn't say tezukuri, which means also handmade. Teimomi meaning momi. Yeah, no, I thought, especially the job thing. The job thing really got in my head. Okay, low live. Okay, that's all right. Low live dance is something we can't really control. As long as we don't have any hard Fs, I think it's an overall win for the new cables. NSA? No. No such thing. I mean, they might have a file on me, but they probably have a file on everybody, if we're being honest. If this is how the weather is like in Shikoku, we're in for a grand old time. Very excited. I think we actually want to head up north. Watch out for the JSA, Justice Society of America. What org was it defends against? I have no idea. I've never watched Ultraman. Oh dang, Street Monja. Someone stepped in it though. At least they aimed for the drain. Japan Sumo Association. Ah, I see. Yes, that's a thing too. I forget. I mean, I've been looking into comic stuff lately, so that's why I was like, the Justice Society of America? Hakusen shop? What is this, boys love stuff? What, oh, man. I thought I saw some boys love stuff. That's fine. Ushio? Salt? Not salt, different kanji. I guess it could be. This is one of my favorite bridges up here in most of Tokyo. If you time it right, you can see some trains passing too. Like right now, there's a train passing. Fujoshi out. What's up? Shinya Yoshitaka, arigatou ne. Thanks for the follow. Transformer giant form of fights giant aliens. Nah, I don't really fight anything. Just fighting the demons, you know? Actually, I almost fought some demons yesterday. I ate some old sour cream 2 days ago. And I was like, oh, it can't be that bad. It was old, like really old sour cream. You couldn't tell though, it didn't smell too bad. And followed by Indian curry the next day. It was like the fusion dance that my intestinal system did not want to meet. I caught some of Dave's stream today. Was he at the shop? Paper stuff's at the shop, right? I don't think he does sizing at home, mate. I don't know if he was sizing. I had him muted and second screened while I was doing some work. He's at the shop. What's up, Purple Flurp? I'm sad, can you do a little jig? There's your little jig. That motion sickness for 2 seconds was all for you, Purple Flurp. Sorry you're sad. Huh? Sensei Henshin? Oh, change? Ah. I had to think about it for a second. I'm so used to seeing that word with, not change. Yeah, this is one of my favorite bridges. Like this one, because it's Mansebashi's down there, but this is that river. and then you get this bridge. It's not really even, I mean, I guess it's a bridge. It's a train thing. I thought about talking to Dave about possibly being on his show, but I think it's too late of notice. I think he would not appreciate that. I should have asked him last week, but I didn't know when I was leaving exactly. Now I have a pretty good idea. Today's Thursday. I want to do the phone thing Friday so I can spend all weekend like making sure that that's okay. I need to order a case for it, for a phone I don't have yet. I need to pack. I need to get a new pair of shoes probably Saturday or tomorrow, maybe tomorrow evening. Catch morning streams. Oh, starting next week, we'll be streaming. We'll be streaming full-time hours, pretty much. For the next like month. And then when we come back, we'll see how things are going. How's your teaching going? It's good. I mean, it's not as busy as I used to be, so we're not making as much money, but for the time being, it's okay. I need to email a bunch of students very soon, like prospective students pretty soon, because they're like, hey, we're gonna quit the company when our contracts run out. And I was like, okay, cool. I'm gonna wait for that to happen. So I think all of their contracts expired in April, and I didn't want to, I mean, I guess I probably should have messaged beforehand, hey, just making sure your contract expires in April type of thing. But I mean, not that, I just say, hey, this is Jason, just want to get things acquainted. But I also wanted to make sure it was post their contract, so then if they're like, oh yeah, I talked to Jason, and then the company wouldn't be like, what are you talking about? That type of thing. It's a combination of I was probably too cautious, so now I'm sure maybe one or two of them might not be interested. It's also fine because I don't have to deal with company nonsense, so. But I think most of them, whenever I message them and say, hey, this is the erratic ambassador, then they'll be like, oh yeah, what's up, Jason? Sorry, I'm sure some of you like think about that, like in the Discord. My name is the erratic ambassador. It's my Wu-Tang name. Wu-Tang name. Wu-Tang Clan name. No video, yes photos. Interesting. I see a lot of people going to Kotobuki. Yeah. Kotobuki, yeah. Damn, that's a big plushie. It's a huge plushie. Submitted your letter of resignation. No worries, glad to hear it. Yeah, no, I need to I'm gonna. I mean, I still have, you know, about 10 students, I suppose. I would like to, the self-sustaining point, or like the really, where I don't have to worry so much about stream income, is at 20 students, or like, I guess like 16 to 18 students. 20 students make all worries go away type of thing. But that's okay. I'm kind of viewing this as like, I do this trip and then I come back and buy the bike, and then we kind of, honestly, when we come back, it'll probably be a lot of bentos and stuff, since we'll have the bike to carry a little bit more stuff, and then bike to the ocean or a scenic view or whatever, and then cut down costs like that. Like today we're gonna get Carl's Jr., which is slightly expensive, but over the summer I think we can really put a dent in the operating costs. Still go out sometimes, try new stuff, or, you know, go to find cheap eats, make some videos about that, but what's up, DG? Once a week, or how does that work? I have some of my students, I have twice a week lessons. Some of them it's once a week. Some of them it's scheduled for once a week, and then they show up like once every 2 months. But they pay in full, so like I don't really care. They pay like 6 months to a year at a time. And actually I have to invoice a couple of students for some, like for the first half of this year. Paid my tax accountant stuff a couple days ago. We're all caught up. I'll get my insurance bills and stuff in June. And what I'll probably do is pay it. Probably pay the first 6 months up front. Dip into savings and stuff to like pay that, and then just focus on work. Like I said, focus on work in the summer. Work and content. As far as maintaining a consistent schedule, not necessarily, I'm not saying the content's going to magically start making more money, but just as far as getting in the routine of, okay, a video a week, or, you know, things like that. We're at Akiba, An apprentice? I don't know if I'd want an apprentice of any sort. Alright, let's see what the cheapest combo is. $13.70? $14.70? What do we normally get? The Western Bacon Cheeseburger? $16.20. You get the chicken sandwich for $13.20. The Carl for $13.70. The reason that we're stocking up on American food is because I know that on the road we're not going to get any pizza or hamburgers for like over a month. So it's going to be a ton of teishoku, a ton of konbini. Double Burger Junior? Double BLT Cheeseburger Junior. I think we get that. I think we get the double BLT $7.90 plus $5.80. What is that? $13.70?
same price as the Carl. Okay, we'll do that. Yeah, we'll go ahead and just back there and grab it. Dude, the music is super loud today. Hi, 店内で、ダブルチーズ、ダブル BLT チーズバーガージュニアとセットをお願いします。
かしこまりました。こちらRコンボセットでよろしい
はい、
ですか？
お願いします。
他にご注文ございますか？
以上で。
はい、1370円頂戴いたし
は
ます。お支払い方法現金でよろしかったですか？
はい、現金です。はい、お願いします。
はい、セット500円からお預かりいたします。
はい、
レシートと130円の、
はい、ありがとうございます。すいません、ごめんね。
こちらドリンクバーにかぶ
はい、ありがとうございました。
ありがとうございます。
This is our go-to seat normally. Music is so loud today. Because there's no people. It's a hefty looking wallet. It's a ton of receipts. If you want the tax man to not bother you as much, you submit a shitload of receipts. Coke Light? Nah, I'm a Dr. Popper. I'm a Dr. Pepper boy through and through. Maybe occasionally I'll grab like a Mountain Dew if it ends up being possible, but Dr. Popper. That sounds like a guy who sells pop. That guy, but it sounds like a street guy who sells poppers to people. I trimmed the part. We're gonna trim the mustache today. I think we're gonna get rid of the mustache today. Okay, what'd I miss? The Ami store. How do I know what poppers are? Always Sunny in Philadelphia. That said, I don't know what they actually are. I just know that on Always Sunny they talk about them. I think Charlie was getting high on poppers in the alley. Are you getting high at poppers at 12 in the afternoon? Something like that. Carl's Jr. can't be that desperate. No. Carl's Jr. has Dr. Pepper. That's why. It has all you can drink Dr. Pepper. That's the main reason we come here. In fact, we have come here before just to get Dr. Pepper and Sketch. Because the drink bar is one of the more reasonable. It's $3.40, which is more reasonable than any other place in town, pretty much. I respect you so much more knowing that now. There's two places in town you can get all you can drink Dr. Pepper: Taco Bell and Carl's Jr. And we've had like, dude, I think we've had Mexican food like 3 days this week. Sunday we had it. Saturday we had, Sunday we had it.
Sunday we had a big burrito at Connor's event. Monday we had it at La Jolla. Tuesday we had Taco Bell. Audio lag, we might be. Here, let me reset. We shouldn't be. We shouldn't be getting any Fs or audio lag because we didn't have any Fs. Audio lag usually happens when there's big Fs. Dr. Thunder, I appreciate the Dr. Thunder. Mom was a big off-brand cola person for a while. Look at that mustache. I know it's going away for a little while. You're getting an audio lag? I just reset it, so it might be on you all's end. It could be on my end, but considering I just reset it, then Hi, arigatou gozaimasu. Hey. Here, let me check something. Hello, test 1, 2. Bring over some ketchup. Tim's first bite. Do we still have an audio lag? Because I want to fix it if we do, but hallucinogens. I've never tried anything. In college I had a big wart on my foot. No lag? Okay, cool. I'm not saying you guys don't have lag, but I did what I could. I reset it. That's all I can really do. Oh, that's a strong magnet. How do I want to do this? I've seen people clip it on their hat. That's going to make me look like a tool. We're not going to do that. I look like Alex Hormozy or some shit like that. Sorry, Alex Hormozy, if you're listening. I said tool, but you know what I meant. Mustache looking good today. Thank you. It's because all the scruff is gone, so it's just like you guys are gonna cry when it's gone tomorrow. Increases lip reading abilities. I'm glad that's a positive spin on that, but I don't like. I try to control everything. Doesn't fix it on your end. Now you're gonna have me open up my account and see for myself. Test 1, 2. Test 1, 2. Test 1, 2. Test 1, 2. That might be. Hold on. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled pepper. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. I think we're good. Thank you, Taran.
What's up, Bob? Good to see you. Labor Day. I forget, you know, as bad as it is, I have forgotten almost all U.S. holidays. You got lag? Oh no, that's not good. I'm getting mixed signals. It's like 2 and 2. Have you heard about corduroy pillows? They're making headlines. I don't know anyone who has a corduroy pillowcase. It's pretty small, but it's what we expected. Double patty. I guess it'd be interesting to weigh the Carl versus this double patty one. I don't know, I guess we can do a poll if Taran is not busy. I need to figure out a way to do polls from my phone. For the Fresh Prince. Was Muff... Oh, sorry, I misread that. What do you think in the 70s? Now that you say that, I think my grandma might have had a big corduroy pillow on her couch. Through the app. I wonder if StreamBuddy does it. Because I know that IRL chat and Twitch app do not do it. Anyway, the poll would be keep mustache, get rid of mustache. But I know like everyone's gonna say keep it. It's a fun 18 plus joke. 19.
You've been a hater of it since I was like in middle school trying to grow one. And it looked disgusting. That's fine. That's what brothers are supposed to do. Is Eric here? Speaking of mustaches. Your grandfather into the hate then? Yeah. Okay, Eric is not here. Yeah, it's weird because like I've had a mustache for like most of my adult life, and then my older brother didn't grow a lot of facial hair, and then sometime in the last like 6 months he started growing a mustache. It's kind of weird. I'm like, maybe I need to shave mine now. I always like grew mine to be different from my brother. Now that we're kind of similar again, it's like. Also, I saw some names in chat. You don't have to respond. I'm not going to call anyone out by name. But if you did not receive your postcard, please let me know. If you did receive your postcard, also please let me know. Because I need to know if like certain areas have difficulty getting postcards. I need more specific. Postcard did turn up? Okay, thank you very much. I'm glad to see that. Because I think on this next trip we're going to try to do postcards every few days. Yes, I will try to do that today. Or tomorrow maybe. I'm probably going to get rid of all the food redeems. Probably remove the food redeems for the trip period. Because it's going to be another one of someone's going to redeem like pick chocolate whenever I'm like not wanting to eat chocolate. Who has received? Well, that's what I'm saying. I probably need to go through and just do it myself. Because by the time I like go through and do all that anyway, it would have been probably quicker to like yeah, like by the time I go through and then I also send it to like I can do it. I need to look into who's here? Who has a bunch of points? Cashier behind medical? No. That's just a fence. There's seats on both sides. No. The cashier's like way back there. There's no protection. 200K. Voodoo Cowboy, City Venus, where you at? 650? I think I'm gonna put VIP at 500K, and I think I'm gonna put hand-drawn postcards at 300K, or $25 for a hand-drawn one, and I'll take requests maybe. $712. That's pretty respectable. It'd be close. Voodoo Cowboy and City Venus are definitely. They both spent a fair amount, but I would say they probably, like if you included spent totals and current totals, they're definitely up toward the top. I don't know anyone else who would have more than them because they've been around like one, they watch a lot of my streams, but two, they've been around since like pretty much day one. Sailor Venus for sure. Since day one. There'd be like 3 people in here. And it'd be like Eric, David, like older brother, little brother, Sailor Venus. No, I don't like. Well, pizza pictures. Dang, that looks good. Keep it 7 votes versus 3. Dang. We might trim the edges off. I'll keep the stash. Got home paddled 7 miles today on some fast moving water. What's up, LC? Good to see you. 7 miles, quite a distance. I think it's perfect. I should shave this. I've never had a mustache without the soul patch. What's up, Unrivaled? Welcome in. Unrivaled Kitten, good to see you. Unrivaled Kitten, did you ever get your postcard? Oh shit. You did not get it. See? I was just talking about this. Just talking about this. That happened before too with Citrong as well. I don't know if it's the exact same situation as Citrong's. But Citrong said that like that their post office had it and then lost it. I don't know. I don't remember. But this has happened a couple of times. This is why it's very like if it's not in by the time I write some more, I'll send another for you. Like I'll send one. I still saw the message. It was nice. So happy you have to send another. No. I need like, it's only fair. I mean, I can't like always send free or not free. I can't always send like endless. At a certain point, if at a certain point, if the postal gods don't want you to get a postcard, then it's out of my hands, you know. But I can do. I don't mind doing one or two makeup ones. Got myself a frozen pizza for tonight. Some of those rounds sound awfully good. I've been a big fan of getting frozen pizzas and then like making it better. Like adding a little bit extra cheese or like cooking up some bacon and putting it on the pizza. For some reason, my bills never fail to come in. If I had to guess, I imagine there's some level of federal cut affecting the postal service. Oregano, basil, and cheese. I'm a fan of oregano and garlic powder. Who was the first? I'm Coming Out. Cheryl Lynn? Who was that? I'm coming out. I'm coming. Diana Ross. Why did I say? Who did I say? Cheryl Lynn? Cheryl Lynn did ring my bell. Hey yo, it's Russ. Thanks for the follow. Hitting up Ami Ami. Let me see where it is. A lot of shops recently have. I think Ami. Wait. We've talked about this a while back. Because I remember we went to the Ami Ami here in Akiba and it wasn't that good. And it turns out we need to go to Ami Ami in Ikebukuro. If I remember correctly. Unless it's... Oh, it's that building? Yeah, we're not going to go to that building. Nope. What do you use as far as internet, hotspot, or Wi-Fi for your IRL streams? I have a little USB SIM card dongle, and then I have a chat phone that both run internet to an Orange Pi 5 Plus. The Ami Ami is in Radio Taikon. Yeah, and it's no, that building, Radio Taikon, is one, it's Golden Week in Japan. You wasted on random shit, so it's only 100K? You only have 100K right now? Something's wrong then. Oh no, Radio Taikon is like incredibly cramped, incredibly crowded all the time. Like even Rob, I think, drops signal there sometimes. And Rob's got like probably 4 connections. It's pretty awful. They have a lot of cool stuff in that building, but it's absolutely awful. Even on a not holiday weekend. We can walk up to Asakusa. Work in the woods? It depends on how far. If you have cell phone service, it will work. If you don't have cell phone service, it will not work. I've streamed from the mountains. I mean, like, I've streamed from very rural areas before. But you have to have connection of some sort. Usually at least 2 bars on 2 devices. 2 bars on one device will get you like really stuttery video. Sailor Venus with the just so people who don't know Sailor Venus, she's referring to when I was on front page like a month ago. Some like first time chatter was asking some weird champ questions, and that was one of them. After like an hour, he said something because he's like, "Hey, go to like a building and just walk in there, like go into a business building and show us what Japanese business is like." I'm like, that's not how that works. By far the most hilarious thing I've seen on his channel. Definitely out of pocket. He kept saying wild things too. He's like, he's like, my boss told me it's dangerous to take the bus in Japan. I'm like, it's like, bro, you live in Japan. Taking any bus, the most dangerous thing about taking a bus is falling asleep and missing your stop. That's it. My recommendation, Elsie, in situations like that would be, if you're really, really, really into, because another thing too, I don't recommend buying a streaming setup just to, I don't know, if you enjoy streaming or you think you might enjoy streaming, then it's a good investment, but it's somewhat, I'm not going to say costly, but the amount of equipment and the amount of like, it's not super tech savvy. There's a ton of YouTube videos that you can find about it. A ton of people online can help you, but it's very specified versus like just buying like a GoPro or just recording it and then making like little documentary vlogs after. That's probably what I would recommend. But even with GoPros, you're going to run into battery problems. The Appalachian Trail is quite long, if I remember correctly. Or maybe I think of the Pacific Northwest. I don't know. Some of those trails are quite long. Phone for kayaking, it is so simple. So many downsides. Yeah, I highly recommend getting an action cam if you're doing anything kind of actiony. But streaming wise, because even a small stream backpack is going to be like a few pounds. Because you're going to want at least 2 battery packs. Just in case one randomly shits the bed, or because one randomly. Another thing, the waterproof. Yeah. Well, the action cam is usually generally, well, a lot of action cams are waterproof, but the connections are not. For streaming, yeah. I mean, but if you're just doing like the shoulder mount I use, if I didn't use, like if I didn't have this cable, if I just put the ceiling back on it, that's waterproof. A lot of action cams are waterproof out of the box, and then whenever you add modifications, they end up kind of like with the GoPro. When you put the media mod on, the media mod is not waterproof rated, so then like it creates the whole thing to be not waterproof rated. But as far as streaming and like kayaking, I think is fairly difficult. I do know there's a couple of people I watch. I think there's an Australian guy I watch who does fishing from a boat. He might have Starlink, or maybe he's just not out far enough to really be bothered by that. But honestly, I think next year, depending on how things go this year, next year we're probably not going to stream every day. We'll probably stream like 5-6 days a week. But I think certain days, if I want to take a trip and like even the Sea to Summit of Fuji, I was looking at, I don't think I'll be able to do and stream every day. Because it's like, if I get caught in a dead spot for an entire day and then I miss day 180 or whatever, 190, whenever I decide to do a Sea to Summit, Sea to Summit sounds like quite a challenge. It's not terrible, but it just takes time. The website the website of the local government nearby recommends 4 days, but I'd want to do it in like 3. Because the first day it's like 12 kilometers, 14 kilometers, 10, and then summit, I think. But I'd want to do the 26 kilometers in 1 day. Like the first 2 days don't need to be split up. If you leave early one day, you'll get there. I think it is a fair amount of elevation though. But a lot of people say they climb Mount Fuji, but they don't actually climb Mount Fuji. They climb half of Mount Fuji. They climb from the 5th station up, which is still like respectable, but you're not climbing. You can get altitude. Voxwell's correct. That's why they have tried their best to ban bullet hiking, same day hiking. They really don't want you to. So that's what I would like to do ideally is, again, I'd want to do it in like 3 days. 1 day, get to the, what's it called, Pika Fuji Resort, 26 kilometers, 10 kilometers up to like the 7th hut, and then from the 7th hut up on day 3.5. I want to stay up at one of the huts up top. Regardless of the first 26 kilometers, even if it sucks, even if it's like 1,000, like, I guess we can look. But you have to be careful on the upper parts, especially. Voxwell, thank you for coming in. Thanks for being here. Can't find the. I mean, this might be it, but it would be this. This is 30 kilometers. I don't remember it being 30 kilometers. I remember it being 26. I do remember it being 1,100 meters incline, which is awful. That's a lot. I remember it being 26 or 27 kilometers. Difficult to get sleep. I know that a lot of people, like, that's why they have the training grounds or the Olympic Training Center up at Colorado Springs, because it's at like 5,000 feet elevation or whatever. So all the athletes come down the mountains just like prepped. Alright, this is McDonald's? No. Not McDonald's. Have you ever seen House of Cards? I saw it until Kevin Spacey was booted. Having his background noise. Wait for what it was, but I wouldn't say it's goated. I will say I think it's again, I know Kevin Spacey's not a great human being, but I know he had like trouble with his dad and stuff too, but it might be some of his best acting ever. And he's got a pretty dang good career. Again, if we're just talking about acting skills only, not him as a human. I think the problem is a lot of it gets a bit boring, honestly. Same thing with that one show, what, Billions or whatever? Like, I don't really care about a bunch of people who expense Ferraris or whatever. Same with politicians. Like, it's kind of fun at first. It's like, oh, it's scandalous. Someone pushed this person in front of a train to, like, cover up his tracks or whatever, but, like, it's not really... It's very hard to relate to. Succession. Probably have the same. I've not watched Succession, but I imagine I have similar opinions toward that. Okay, if he spends one Ferrari, I don't care when he starts spending two. No, I just mean it's just a different life. It's a different. They're in a different world than us. Two Ferraris now. That is exciting. Perhaps. Oh, do you have one of the others in the shop? Yeah, am I supposed to use the shop's Honda Civic 2007, 2010 Honda Civic? Go on exchange next year to Japan? Cool. Hope it works. Hope it works out, or I hope like you get accepted or whatever. I don't know if like that's how exchange programs work anymore, but. Hondas are poor people cars. Nervous? What are you nervous for? You either get in or you don't. That's it. At this point, there's not a lot you can do. If you were in middle school, you could probably change study habits or learn more Japanese or something, but if you're already an adult, it's kind of, you just gotta do your best, write your best essay, give your best interview call, those types of things. Want to try to get Waseda? I eat it often, but it's one of those things where a lot of tourists don't even try. So you said you're going to Shinjuku. Shinjuku, a little bit north of Shinjuku, it's a place called Shinokubo. Shinokubo is like the Koreatown. Yeah. You can eat live octopus. Live octopus? So they cut the tentacles off on the plate, and then they still squirm around. That actually sounds kind of sick. Cool. Is it good? You gotta kind of, it's chewy, and you gotta be careful because if the suckers are too big, they'll get caught on your throat. Oh no. Yeah. So. Look how huge this tower is. Goes all the way up. So is this Sky Tower or Tokyo Tower? Skytree. Skytree. Okay. Tokyo Tower is in Roppongi. Oh, okay. So here's another strat you're going to want to do when you go to Shinjuku. Yeah. And I can send it to you in a message. Yeah, sure. You want to go to Tocho. Tocho, it's the city government hall. It's free, and you can go all the way to the top building for free. Really? Versus Skytree is like 3,000 yen or something. Roppongi, Tokyo Tower is I think 2,000 yen. So Shinjuku, it's free. Go all the way up. No problems there.
So you talked about going on dates. Do you have a girlfriend here?
Yeah, I do right now.
Is how recently did you start dating her?
We've been together for a while.
And she lives here in Japan?
Yeah. She lives
Nice.
pretty much where I live. Yeah.
How did you meet her?
We met maybe online. I don't know. It's been so. I think an online app, probably either a dating app or a language exchange app. One of those two.
Is she Japanese?
Yeah, she's Japanese. Yeah.
Does she speak English?
No, she doesn't.
Oh, she only speaks Japanese?
It's when we first started dating, it was very minimal English. Yeah.
So,
Yeah, Waseda is pretty good. Waseda is a pretty good university over here, at least. It's gonna be. Waseda is one of those things. Ah, konnichiwa. They have quite a few international things too, so like international programs. But I suppose what exchange would be a year, yeah? Yeah, I had a couple of friends that went to Waseda.
bien. Vous êtes allé au McDo?
On est allé pour nous.
The engineering department teaches in English. I imagine if you're coming over as an exchange student, though, it's not. You're probably in like a 1 year. I don't know how that works with Waseda. Stock RTX 50 series. A couple of them. The place over that we just passed, Tsukumo, probably had a couple. 1 semester. Is it a micro center? Yeah. Let me find the nearest micro center. Probably in California somewhere.
なるほどね。
There's English classes at Waseda. Again, I don't know how that works with exchange students. Having English classes usually, I mean, even at that lady really wanted me to hand me whatever it was, which means she was that eager handing it out. It is very much garbage. Even at some of like the MBA classes I was looking at, they had very limited amounts of English stuff. Because I was thinking about doing a blended course, English and Japanese, but then it's just weird, like at the university, like I was looking at like Hitotsubashi and Musashino University or something. And the blended courses are good because the all English courses, they had like way fewer seats than the blended courses. So then I was like, oh, I just want to do a blended course. But then like, oh, you have to pass in one. I was like, in two, I could probably pass with a few months of, like 3 to 6 months of pretty solid study. I think I could pass in two. But in one, I would take me, I mean, it would probably at least a year of like pretty solid study. As far as like able to like absolutely pass it. I might get lucky, fill in the right bubbles or whatever, but as far as actually understanding what I'm taking, because the grammar jump is just so high that it's...
Please use your IC card or via platform ticket.
So then I'm thinking like, okay, well by the time I pass that, by the time I do that, and then it's like, oh, I'm 35 before I even graduate anything. So Sega building, it's Gigo, but Gigo is owned by, or Sega's owned by Gigo, so it's the old Loopadoop. The biggest travesty of that is not that the owners changed, because again, they're all, you pull the string, eventually you get higher up, and it's, dang, Astro Boy stuff? I still need to finish Pluto. Adam, no cameras though, we'll have to come back some other time. They just say, yeah, Tarn's right. Tarn's 100% right. A lot of people are like, oh no, it's changed. But no, the biggest thing is that, the biggest travesty is that they have gotten rid of a lot of the arcade machines just to make room for crane games. Like there used to be a lot more games in there, actual like arcade games, and there's still a couple. Like there's I think a floor or two of arcade games, but they used to have like 3 or 4 floors, 5 floors probably of just old school arcade games, modern arcade games. I mean, I remember a while back the Sega store had like, I mean, granted this is years ago, but they had like probably 10 cabinets just of Tekken 7. And Tekken 7 wasn't even the more popular fighting game at the time. Crane games make more money? Oh, absolutely. No, I understand it from a business standpoint. Crane games make infinitely more money. One crane game probably makes 10 of the arcade game earnings.
Welcome to Yodobashi Camera. Thank you very much for visiting Yodobashi Camera today. At Yodobashi Camera, we offer a wide range of products, including cameras, watches, computers, gaming consoles, toys, audio equipment, smartphones, household appliances, cosmetics, and more. We also include tax-free items at Yodobashi Camera. When you shop, eligible products can be offered at tax-free prices. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask. When it comes to shopping, Yodobashi Camera is the place to go. Please take it easy and enjoy your shopping experience at Yodobashi Camera. Someone can help you find a wallet you need. Items are on the first floor.
Huh. iPhone 15 256 at 127.8 or iPhone 16 256 at 139.8. 12,000 yen difference. I have to sign a new contract. Huh, interesting. New phone shopping? Hey, my hands are clean. What's up, Ziggy? Yeah, I need a new phone. A 18 chip, a 16 chip. Honestly, it's probably worth it just upgrading to the 16 instead. 12,000 yen for camera control. Easier to film. I mean, that's the camera system. Portrait mode, macro photos. I don't want to get a pro.
今日本日
Says ask the staff.
ゲートで立ってる人に QR コードを今日そうですねこれもう注文しましたって感じでもう入りますから、もし何も注文してなくただ入りたいっていうだけですと
MagSafe is pretty cool.
ここのポイントは作る資格がなかったんですか？まあ iPhone に関しては 1% ですので、じゃあ5000円
If I re-sign up my contract, I wonder if I get, but I want SIM free.
利益ないですか？ゼロ。なんもないですか？本当にこの1000円
I want SIM free so I can eventually change things up, but I guess I don't have to have SIM free.
でも販売するとお客様がそう販売をします。
What's going on here? I don't know if I like that. Huh. I guess I just want to upgrade to the iPhone 16, huh? I see. All right. About the SE, no. The SE does not have. I think it only has like one camera or something. Or the chip is way different or something. Something about it was, when I looked it up, it's not good. What's up, Ziggy? Hello, hello. You getting a new iPhone? I think I am. I mean, I am. I don't know which one I'm getting, the 15 or the 16. Probably the 16, but I'm wondering if the extra 12,000 yen is worth. I mean, the iPhone 16 just came out, right? Beard Papa. Get some shoe cream. Get some taiyaki. I don't know if we've deserved taiyaki today, actually. 150 yen though is pretty hard to beat. Croissant taiyaki? Nope, looks pretty good. Terabyte of memory? That's crazy. For a good amount is insane pricing. I've talked about it before. The one thing that Apple has going for it is it's the only way I can contact my great aunt and my grandpa. And I'm used to the Ecosphere already, so it's kind of like, ultimately I'm gonna use it for, you know, work and play stuff anyway, so it's not too terrible. Like they're talking about the newest one. 12K more for side slider. Well, I'm wondering about the chip inside, how much more. You get one more core as well. So those things, I don't know like how much of a difference that really makes.
Yeah, I don't know. Also, it's actually somewhat difficult to find iPhone 15s anymore. A lot of stores here get rid of, as soon as a new model comes out, they try to dump all their old stock because they don't want to hold it. Because customers don't really want, Japanese customers don't really want the old ones. And a lot of people don't come here to buy phones. Some people do, but not a lot of people. Yeah, no, if I had a reliable way to contact my grandpa, my great aunt, besides FaceTime, I would think about it. But also, I'm pretty used to the iPhone. I like being able to drop stuff to people, airdrop stuff to people. Also messaging, like Lyle uses iMessage. I wouldn't get to message Lyle at all. I FaceTime Lyle like once or twice a month. So by having an iPhone, I get to maintain those connections, which is, for 12,000 yen, it's fine. That's, I mean, 12,000 yen, it's 1,000 yen. That's a McDonald's double cheeseburger meal, you know. I wonder if I just email Dave or if I go to his shop. I went to his shop the other day. I've been to go into his shop a lot. I'm gonna email him and ask about being on his show maybe, instead of just showing up at his shop today and asking that way. I don't know, Chad, what do you think? I'll just email him because then he can tell me no. I also can email him with a pizza recommendation. All right, so let's walk until this drink is done. We need to find the direction we want to go. We need to end up going toward Kodemacho Ningyocho, I think. Okay. Okay, we gotta get new shoes, new phone. Backpack's good. We got some clothing coming in. I need to grab a couple new pairs of underwear, I think, from Uniqlo. Well, that's a long term too, I think. Long term, I'm gonna try and switch to long term, I think I'm gonna try to switch to a MacBook Pro. Like that's like my 3-year plan, 2-year plan. Sometime by next year. Sometime by next year, we switched over to a MacBook Pro, because MacBook Pros are so much lighter than, or not even a MacBook Pro, just a MacBook that is sufficient enough for me to edit videos. I mean, I guess we'll see how this trip does. I guess I could just buy a really nice iPad. That might work the same way. iPad would shave down even more weight, huh? But I would be garbage at editing on an iPad, because I'd have to get like a keyboard anyway. It'd probably end up costing somewhere the same. How much are the MacBook M1s? I'm not sure. I'd have to check it out. What are they on now? The M3s? The biggest thing I'd be worried about is making sure it has powerful enough graphics to edit. Izumi Hashi. Izumi Hashi. Smells like the ocean. Okay, we're heading. M4 Grands. M1 Garand. World War I rifle. World War II rifle. It's a big Daily Yamazaki. No, I don't like. Honestly, like I said, it really depends on where content takes me. As far as buying new toys, that's going to be how successful are we with content situation. The consistent, the $120 a month or whatever it costs to operate. That's not even. I bet it's about $100 to keep stream on, keep the lights on. I'll always do that, but buying like $2,000 laptops. That's a little bit harder for me to justify unless I'm making that money, you know? Because for $2,000 I can travel for like a month. Maybe even a little bit more if I stretched it out. If I went to places like, I'm very excited to see Shikoku because a lot of the places we're staying at, a lot of them are sub 5,000 yen. What's up, Blizzard Ice? Good to see you. Still mean to buy yours? No, that's fair. We just go straight ahead, yeah? Kodenman show, nice. I'd never get one of those in my pocket. Sub $50, balling on a budget. I mean, most of my, I think my average for my big trip was around 6,000, 6,500. That's because we had a couple of nights that drug it up quite a lot. Like I had one night in Asamushi that was 18,000 yen, but that included two like 5-star meals. So honestly, not that bad. We had a place the next day outside of Noheji that was, I think, 11,000 yen. And but that one didn't have any meal. That one kind of stung a little bit, but I didn't have any options. The other business hotels in Noheji were full. And then I had to stay in Noheji town in order to go to Yokohama, Aomori. I mean, there were a few. There were a few 10,000 nights, but a lot of them were like 4,500 to 6,000 yen, pretty consistently. They were pretty old. It was Japanese owned, like you had to call. There's no online. They were on Google Maps, but then you had to call. There's no website to book or anything. And then you had to like talk to them and convince them you're a sane person, and they say, but you're walking all this time. And Shindig Pig, welcome in. Thank you for the raid. Frenzy, hey, I've been to Yokohama in the Yakuza game series. Thank you very much for the raid. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome to Tokyo. My name is Sensei Martian. I've been living in Japan for over 9 years. I walked the length of Japan last year and walked Tokyo to Kyoto before that. And then next week we're walking around Shikoku Island, about 450 miles-ish. Enjoy the walking, sir. Thank you very much, Shindig Pig. What were you doing over there at Shindig's? Welcome in, everybody. Shindig Pig, Impunimu, Frenzy, Mint TB, Visual MNM. Not much for travel, but like to visit Japan someday. I highly recommend. I think a lot of people romanticize Japan in ways that, you know, if you're visiting, you can definitely like soak that in. And there are some things about Japan that some places just, it's very hard to emulate. So it's cool. You know, I'm always glad when I talk to people who are visiting and they have a really good time, because, dude, this guy is nutso. It's like still green. Thank you very much for the raid. I really do appreciate it. If anyone has any questions, please let me know. I do run ads. I don't know when they're coming. I'd have to check. I run ads twice an hour. Helps pay the bills. So I do apologize in advance if they're coming up. Yeah, thanks everyone for being here. Really appreciate it. I'm very excited to be on the road next week. We'll be on the road for about a month, 32 days, give or take. I think we might finish up early, so we might hop, do some side quest stuff maybe. The latest loop I've calculated puts us at like 29 nights, 30 days. So I might try to look through and see if there's any way to cut some of the longer days a little bit, but how good is my Japanese? It's good enough to travel for 6 months without any help. It's good enough to file my taxes with my accountant, but I'm not fluent. I think a lot of people throw around the word fluent, but I can do virtually anything I need to do. It's not perfect. The grammar might be wrong or something, but I can communicate my ideas and I can receive ideas. If it's super like whenever I go to the doctor and stuff, I usually have to write stuff down and then I have to look it up later. But doctor, and then like recently some of the tax stuff has gotten a bit complicated. But anything day to day or, you know, anything like that, small talk is usually fine. But I've never formally studied either. I've just kind of picked it up as I've gone. So, which there's pros and cons to that, you know. Super Metroid Speedrun. Ooh. Super Metroid is one of my favorite games. I actually played that on stream not too terrible. We'll stay here. We'll stay here and answer questions. Moonlighting as a courtroom artist. Cool. I romanticize the salaryman depression. I want that in my life. That sounds like sarcasm. Because everything comes with kanji are extremely daunting. You know, a lot of people. No, my spaceship is. It's fine. You know, a lot of people say kanji are daunting, but really it's, and it can be. Don't get me wrong, but a lot of people say like, oh, there's 10,000 kanji, but it's like, no, for most people, you need to know the Joyo kanji, which there's like 2,030 of those, 2,040 of those. I forget how many there are. Sub 2,100, I know that. But even that, I mean, if you have 500 kanji in your vocabulary, like you acknowledge it, you know what it says, that's usually enough for most people to. And there's a lot of kanji that work together, especially when you get in like jukugo, like compound words. The problem is like the pronunciation, right? So for example, you have like a kanji, like for example, a kanji for cold. So a lot of people will know, you know, like, well, there's different kanji for cold. But for example, like if you're talking about like cold water, for example. Well, a lot of people water, they say, oh, mizu, but there's another reading for it, which is almost as common, sweet. So whenever you're talking about like cold water, you say rei sweet, but that's not cold water like drinking cold water, because that would just be omizu or ohiya, something like that. So it's just learning like through experience over and over and over and over what's going on with those words. And I've picked up a lot of bad habits because I've just picked it up like, oh, I'll learn this word from some grandpa in the southern Japan, and then I get told that like, oh, that's old man Japanese, don't use it. And it's not rude like, you know, like the Yakuza game's rude. Lots of temes or omais or anything like that. It's just like, oh, you sound like an old man when you say it like that type of thing. One thing I picked up too, like a lot of people say, kiyotsukete ne, like take care, but on my trip, a lot of people throughout, they'd say kitsukete ne. So they removed the wo. And it's kind of a cute old person way of saying it. So I say that too sometimes when I want to be cute. Arigatou gozaimasu, kitsukete ne, like that type of thing. But just like, I mean, any language, there's a billion words in the English language, but how many do we actually use type of thing? Boomer Japanese, well, it's more about like the dialect of it. Best I can do is like 33 kanji. Like the usage of groovy. Gotta watch out for that boomer Japanese. But yeah, thanks for coming in. Super Metroid, yeah, Super Metroid's one of my favorite. It's probably top 3 Super Nintendo games. I brought it over, I streamed it one time. I didn't make the sub 3 hours like I was hoping for. I had been quite rusty. Or sub 2 hours, I forget. It had been so long since I've done it. The next Super Nintendo game I want to play is Final Fantasy VI. Or Final Fantasy 3-6, depending on which country you originate from. That'll probably be the next one, but like I said, I'll be gone. I'll be on the road for a month. I've also been like neck deep in the Oblivion remaster, because that's like golly, a lot of my middle school, high school days were spent playing Oblivion. So that's a dopamine hit I was not expecting really a week or two ago, or whenever it came out. I guess a week and a half ago. A week and 2 days ago. Wait, cold down Mancho already? Yeah, we are. Nice.
We don't take trains on stream. We walk, scoot. So I'm gonna kind of walk-ish home, but Gen X. So I have Super Mario All-Stars. I think I have that too. Since we got a nice raid, we'll stay for a couple more stations. Thank you everyone for coming in. Like I said, next week we'll be heading down to Shikoku. We're either going to start in Takamatsu or we're going to start in Matsuyama. I think my gut says we're starting in Matsuyama and heading south. Shindig Pig, thank you very much for the follow. My first CD before I had access to a CD player. My everything I bought was always, Mom was very anti-video game. Even after we bought them, she'd always say things like, oh, you gotta buy it with your own money. And then we'd buy it and she'd be like, LOL, you can't play it. I'm like, okay. Thanks, Mom. That's why I have trust issues as an adult. I'm joking. I don't have trust issues. I worked past that in my early 20s. Everybody is as they are at that moment. Take them for who they are, what they are. Go next if you have to. That was another thing, coming to Japan when I was pretty young, and then like everybody, because it was a year after college, but you know, everyone was still kind of separating out. You graduate, your friends move away, you get jobs, or some people go to graduate schools. Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire play? Huh. I don't have Zoom on this, but you can see 20th anniversary. The making of Harry Potter, sorry, not a play. I saw only a little bit. From April 18th to September 8th. That must be at the Wizarding World of Harry Potter up in Saitama. Yeah, we'll be live next week from when I wake up to when I get to the next hotel. Sometimes, I say hotel, it's local inns, largely local inns, a couple of hostels. I think maybe 1 or 2 nights we have to stay in an actual hotel. I guess there's a few nights we're staying in business hotels, but we'll be live, I'm guessing at least 6 hours a day. Probably, if I'm being really honest, probably closer to 8. 7 to 8. Damn, that looks good. And my first CD was the OST to Fujiki no Umi no Nadia. Is that a Ghibli movie? I had a Sega CD. Growing up, I had a friend whose mom bought him almost every game console, including Sega CD, 32X, 3DO, Turbo Duo, Amiga computers. That sounds nice. First access to the Globes. Was the Allure of Strip Poker PC game when I was young? That sounds like some Chris Hansen shit. What?
値下げって書いてあったわ。
Alright, I think we need to head south here a little bit. Nope, not yet. Okay. You can't get in the shade though. That's nice. Leisure Suit Larry. I don't know what that means. I'm gonna have to do some sleuthing on the train home. Viet origin, huh? You know it's probably run by Japanese people because there's no Vietnamese writing on the outside, no numbers. Super polished menu. The real good places have like one menu that's like a photo book. It's like 30 pages big. What day are we starting the big walk next week? It's either Monday or Tuesday. I'm trying to, it depends on how quickly I get used to the new phone and kind of pricing. I think I was looking at Tuesday because I can save a little bit of money on the flight, but I think ultimately it's about the same. So if it's ultimately about the same, I'd like to start sooner. I have a dinner Sunday night I have to go to. Either way, the first day is only like 10 kilometers. We're gonna fly in and then walk a couple hours to the first hotel. Borderline etchy point and click game from the 90s made by, I see. One of the earliest Riz Up the Ladies game simulator.
Yeah, it smells like sewage. More taiyaki. Tenzin taiyaki, ne? Natural taiyaki. Again, double price of what we saw it back in Akiba. I guess 1.5, anywhere between 1.5 to 2x. I don't even remember the first several PCs that the family had. They were definitely run-of-the-mill Black Friday PCs. I think the one I had, or I guess the family PC we had like when I was in grade school, I know we had an IBM for a little while, and then it was, I think, a Hewlett Packard and then a Dell. And then I think after that is when I started buying my own. I had my own laptop. When Eric went to college, I gave him the money to, this is back when you could just go into Apple with a student ID and they just sell it to you for like $200 off or whatever. You need a $1,000 laptop for $800. Now it has to be linked to your Apple ID has to be linked to your student ID or whatever. Men's cut 30 minutes, 2,400 yen. That's pretty good. Place I normally go to is 10 minutes for 1,400 yen. They do a pretty good job. .25 floppy gets moldy. Just the 5.25s, not the 3.5s. Sweetingu Mine. Pretty big police station underneath that. Oh, rip. Do we miss Ingyocho? Oh, shoot. Okay, we need to go this way. Jonathan's, one of our favorite family restaurants. Not our favorite, but one of our favorites. It's
a little bit more upscale. It's about as expensive as Denny's. Size A is number 1. Joyful is probably number 2. Gusto number 3. Denny's, Jonathan's tied for 4. Skin Doctor. What is that? Hifuryo Hayakawa Kliniku. Which reminds me, we need to buy sunscreen. We need to take at least like probably 2 bottles with us just in case we don't find any. We should be able to find some, but just in case we can't find any down in Matsuyama. But again, we should be fine. Fobsley, hello, hello, hello. Welcome in. Word Star Lotus 123 and D-Base says, what's up, Green Mariner? Koi no Neko, thank you for coming in. The cat's love, ne? Love of the cat. The cat's lover. Loves cat, I assume. Fopsy, thank you very, very much for the resub. I really appreciate it. And everybody else for hanging out. Like I said, I'm very excited. Like I said, the next couple days will probably be... We probably will do one more stream outside, but it'll probably be a couple more planning streams. And then we'll be out the door Monday or Tuesday. Whatever day we end up going out, we'll stream from wherever we land to wherever our hotel is. Thanks, Not Whiskey. Take care. Still here just lurking? That's okay. I appreciate lurks. I appreciate everyone being here. You don't have to... If you're lurking or about to pass out, I completely understand. No biggie at all. I just appreciate everybody for being here. And thank you again to Shindig Pig for the raid. I will definitely check you out whenever I get home. Good afternoon. Good afternoon to you as well. Thank you for coming in. Oh. Oh. See on this room. kind of like almost a sketching, not a sketching, an etching, sorry. Mount Fuji over there. Deserves a photo. Kayabacho, we're here. That was quicker than I thought. How goes the walk? Did you figure out the phone situation? Walk goes well. I think we're about to wrap up actually. Phone situation, yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and just bite the bullet and get the iPhone 16. It's 12,000 yen more, like, I don't know, 85, 90 bucks more. But it seems to have some cooler controls for the camera and stuff, which is what I'll be mainly using it for. I'll mainly be using it to record videos and stuff. So, also 12,000 yen over the course of 4 years or whatever, because I'm not going to buy one for a very long time. It's not that bad, you know. I wonder if we get the signal down to the basement. Let's find out. There's a limousine bus. Narita to Tokyo and Ginza. Good to know they're still running. If you have a little bit of extra time, that's usually the best way to get out there. It takes like 20, 30 minutes longer, but you save like 2,000 yen. Okay, so tomorrow. New phone tomorrow, new shoes tomorrow. Alrighty. I'm gonna say bye to everybody. Do we have a signal to say bye to everybody? We do. Makawaka, good to see you. Shout out Makawaka. I was watching you a little bit a couple days ago. I don't remember if it was sometime in the past 2 days I was watching you. Good to see you. Makawaka is also an outdoor walking streamer. Good person as well. Kind person.
Unfortunately, I was coming down here to say bye to everybody, so I do apologize for that. Lo siento mucho. But I do appreciate everyone coming in. Thank you everybody for sticking around during the raid. Thank you everyone for coming in normally. Like I said, big walk starts next week, Monday or Tuesday. We will be at location, starting our walk. Again, a few extra things. We gotta wait for clothing to come in. I ordered some like just random normal t-shirts, and then phone and shoes. We GG, we are GG. Who do we raid into? Katie and Eric's on. Alpha's on. Oh, Relit Chen's on. T-Pain's on. We're gonna raid into T-Pain. Wait, how long has T-Pain been streaming? 1 hour? Yeah, we're gonna raid into T-Pain. Because it's always funny when he says my name. T-Pain, the autotune guy, he actually has a really good singing voice. He does do autotune, but he actually has like a killer voice regardless. So, yes, buy you a drink, T-Pain. The very same. All right, love everybody. Thank you so much. Like I said, tomorrow we'll be live. We might start stream early, and then we might raid into someone that I want to raid into. I want to start getting into helping them out. They might not need help, but all right, love everybody. Take care. See you tomorrow. Again, Monday, Tuesday, sometime next week. It's either Monday or Tuesday. We're going to be out. I'm leaning toward Monday, but we might. Anyway, love everybody. Thanks. Take care. Korodeko Gaijin, thanks for coming in. Yeah, thanks everyone. Sailor Venus, Citrong, DC, Maxwell, Unrivaled Kitten, Hoibit, Makawaka, Koi no Neko, Don Weezy went to bed, Birdman.